Bananas today. Bananas. Bananas. You drive me bananas. Okay. All right. So I'm just using Valerie's conversation. I'm picking on Valerie today because I'm just telling her how I used to do messages and like conversations. Yeah, you do always want to ask somebody how they're doing because you don't want them to think that you're only talking to them because you want something from them. Like, yeah, it's common courtesy to say, you know, how you doing? How's your day going? That's good. Don't take that out of your conversation. But then I don't just wait for them to respond to me, because if you just wait for them to respond to you, the conversation is going to take a really long time. And I was saying, if you have the option of getting them on the phone, or you know their phone number, and they like talking on the phone, they're okay with you calling them, call them, because it may take you like 10 to 15 messages to actually get them to, in this case, listen to a recorded call. Then if you just talk to them on the phone real quick and say like, hey, when can you listen to this call? They'll tell you like, oh, on my lunch break or at dinner time or, you know, after work. Then you know, okay, by 6 o'clock, they would have already listened to the call, and then I can call them and ask them about it. And then you always want to set up that time that you're going to follow up. Okay? So this is something that I learned along the way from someone that's been very successful in network marketing, that teaches people to be very successful in network marketing. Okay, so I didn't just make this up. This is something that I've heard. I've tried it. It really does work every time I've used it. Okay, so you asked her if you're not, when are you free and not too busy? Don't forget to listen to the call and get back to me when you listen to it. Okay, you don't want to always ask when are you free or when are you not too busy, because that leaves the conversation open-ended for them to, you know, do it whenever they want. You don't want them doing it whenever they want. You wanted them doing it on your time because you're busy and you're talking to a lot of people. So you need to make appointments in your calendar and know when you're going to talk to them. So you don't want to leave it open-ended like that. You want to ask them exactly when they can listen to it. You know, and if they're like, oh, I don't know, then I would suggest a time at that point. They say, oh, I don't know, then I would say, hey, you know, I have time at 6 o'clock to talk to you and 6:30. Otherwise, my whole night's full of appointments. Like, pretend you're really busy. And if you're not, that's okay, because people have to value your time too. So that's if she didn't give you time. But yeah, she didn't give you time. All right, so where do we go from here? And then you said, I have a question. Are you serious about wanting to join the team? Do you do what I do and make extra income? I like that you're very forward, Valerie, and you're like to the point. That's good. But you don't want to come off as like desperate or like you need them on your team, because you really don't. You're talking of, you want to work with who you want to work with, right?
Yeah.
And you want to make them know like, hey, I have 2 spots to work with somebody. So is that person going to be you or not? Because I got people to get back to. Like I said, you want to be busy. You want to look like you've got a lot of stuff going on, because you do. You're talking to people.
Yeah.
So from here, what I would do with the conversation is, and then she said, yes, but I'm really busy to listen to that call. Okay. So what I would do from here is and what did you respond? Okay. Is she a mom?
Yes.
All right. So I would write her back and say, Happy Mother's Day, whatever her name is. I hope you had a great day.
I want to try one.
And then say, like, I have some time in my schedule tomorrow to follow up with you about that call. Can you get on the phone really quick with me for like 5 minutes tomorrow? Will you have been able to have listened to the call by then? Then see what she says. Okay, we'll go from there. All right, but you want to make like an appointment for that she has listened to the call. And if you don't hear from her and it's crickets, move on to the next person. Like in a couple days, get back to her and then say, oh, I've just been so busy. I've been so slammed. I've been talking to people about this opportunity. Sorry, I forgot to get back to you. Like, you're the one that's busy. It's a little bit of psychology, but it works. Trust me, it works. The other day, I did this with somebody that was, oh my gosh, literally had her on the phone and said, when I get home, I have my credit card. I'm going to sign up like that, like literally about to sign up. It was for being a distributor. And then it was like, she ghosted me, heard nothing from her. And then I was like, where do I go from here? Like, I don't want to be pushy. I don't want to sound like a jerk.
Yeah.
I don't want to put her off. I don't want to sound desperate. Like, I need her on my team, even though I do, but she doesn't need to know that. So what I did was I watched this video about this woman that filled in like her emerald chart in 24 hours. And what she did was talk about leadership spots and how much they would pay. And that's what I did. I got the Facebook Messenger and I pressed the little record button and I said, you know, it was in Spanish, so I'll just translate it. And I said to her, Millie, you know, I have 2 spots open and I'd love for you to be a part of it. One of them pays $500 a month and the other one pays $200 a month. But I need to know within 24 hours if you are going to want to do this. Because if not, I need to move on to the next person. Dude, she called me that night. She called my cell phone and she called me from Facebook Messenger. And I hadn't heard from her in like a long time. So it works. When you put a time constraint or you put some urgency on it, it totally works. All right. That's all I got to send from that. Okay, so I know we're all busy signing up distributors and filling in volume and all this stuff, so it's been a crazy day. Does that help, Valerie?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And let's just like walk through conversations.
Yeah.
You know, that's how we learn.
Mm-hmm.
We don't always know what works best for us until we try different ways of doing stuff. So it's trial and error. I've just seen over time that that's what seems to really get somebody to come back. And then also if they don't respond, you know that they're not serious, so you're not going to waste your time like going back and forth with someone that you know is not really going to sign up.
Yeah.
You rather go talk to like 5 new people that do really want to sign up and wasting your time on that one person because it's not worth your time. Especially when you want to promote or you want a, you know, bigger paycheck.
Yeah.
No. So cool. See what she says. And then the other girl that didn't get back to you, what was the conversation you had with her? Kind of like the same or a little bit different?
Let me see. Hold on. What was it?
Does this help you guys? Because, you know, we can do power hours where we go through conversations together. But that means you have to have conversations going for us to go over them.
Because I just told her that I included her in a 3-way chat on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And that I was telling her how you can explain everything and questions that she has. And then she didn't answer me after that.
Do you have her number or you just...
Yeah, I got her number.
All right. So she have an iPhone so you could do voice memo?
Yeah, I guess because I texted her and I guess she didn't answer me.
Okay. What would you say, Tati?
Message? Or did you just ask her if you could?
What was it?
Did you add her in the message or did you ask her?
She did.
I asked her.
Oh, you asked her. Oh, okay.
And then I added her too.
Let me ask you this. Were either of these girls on the event?
One said that she was going to maybe go to the event. And then the other one hardly goes on Facebook.
Okay, so if they hardly go on Facebook, then don't even bother inviting them to an event. But that's why we're doing these recorded calls for you guys about the business, because they're recorded. It's something that you can send to somebody that's maybe not on Facebook. Maybe they're on Instagram, or maybe they don't do social media at all. It's information that's not just you talking to them that they can check out. And then it's really easy for you to answer questions at that point or talk to them about things that they may want to know before they join. It's called a third-party tool, and it's a really good thing to use because it shows a prospective distributor on your team how easy it is to do this. They're going to see, oh, Valerie she's new. She just started doing this, and she, sent me to something that did the work for her, basically. She didn't have to know everything. Her upline helped her, by doing this call.
Yeah.
So they know they're going to get help. And they know that they don't have to know everything to start. Because that's a big thing. A lot of people don't start because they think they have to know everything, and they think they have to have all this experience. And in reality, they don't. That's what we're here for.
And I also try not to ask them too many questions. So if I have potential and I want to add them in a three-way with my upline, I just do it. And then I just send a little message and say, hey, I want to get like all your questions answered. And I want to add my, my teammate. You don't even have to say my upline because it sounds kind of like, you can say my teammate. She's been in it longer. Like, she can answer these questions. Yeah. And we can help you get started really excited. And just do it. Like, let that be the message when you add her. That way you're not giving her an option to tell you no, because you don't want people to ever tell you no. So don't give them the option. Just do it. Just like I told you guys for the events. I personally don't like to ask if they want to be in the event. I add them, and then I message them, hey, if you have a chance to check it out, I added you to my event. I hope that's okay. If not, you could totally skip it this week. We have them all the time,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them to tell me, no, I don't want to be a part of your event. I want them to know they're there, and they can check it out if they want. Kind of like the polls on Instagram. We say, don't give them the no option. Why? Like, give them a yes or heck yeah or something where they have to give you an answer that's going to, help you in your business, not no. Because no doesn't help us. So we always want to try to figure out how to get a yes, or I will join, I will listen, whatever. And what I'm doing with the calls that we did is I'm sending those to potential people I've already talked to too. And I'm just like, hey, if you still want to like learn more about it, here's a number. You can call and listen to my story, listen to my friend's story, and we share a little bit about how we work this business. To answer more of your questions. And they're always like, okay, sure. I'm like, you can listen to it whenever. Is it okay if I follow up with you like in a few days? And they'll be like, sure. They never tell me no because I'm not giving them the option, I'm just telling them.
Yeah.
Does that help, Valerie?
Yeah, that does.
Okay, awesome.
So,
all right, and then I saw Mary pop on. Mary, are you on here?
I think she is. Yeah, she is. She's on mute.
Cool. Okay. Bless you. I think she was on. Were you on the Zoom that they did, Cammie, and some other leaders? Maybe she walked away.
No, she's still on. Oh,
who are you?
My stupid app was just like not responding. Oh. Sorry, guys. This thing just totally froze up on me. Nothing I touched was doing anything. So, all right, let me go in a different room so I'm not interrupting what we're watching on TV.
I wanted you to share with us because I know you were on and I didn't get a chance to.
I was. It was Alyssa Bilyeu, Claire something, and Claire Flores.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what the other lady's name was. It's in my pictures that I screenshotted too. It was actually mostly on Instagram.
Okay.
One of the things that Alyssa Bilyeu highly suggested, and I know that we've batted this around before, so since I heard it from somebody that far up with a really high Instagram following. Like she's got 11,000 people following her, people.
Oh.
So she's definitely no joke on Instagram. She suggests a business account highly. She said when you go to set that up, you will be prompted to set up a Facebook business page as well. So go ahead and do it. She doesn't use her Facebook business page. She only set it up in order to make the business account for Instagram. But you know, she did go ahead and set it up, and then I guess it's kind of up to you whether you decide to keep that going or not. One of the things that, like the coffee group that I go to, they highly recommend doing stuff like that. I mean, you can always take in, if you want to keep it rolling, you can even just go to the corporate page and keep resharing their posts into your Facebook business page if it's not something you want to really keep high maintenance on. There is something on your page called, or on each post called Save the Post. When somebody saves your post, it changes your algorithm hugely. She suggests that when you have something like a recipe or a blog or a hint or something like that, to do a call to action somewhere in the post and say, save this post. The more people save your posts, the more it changes your Instagram algorithm and the more you pop up to them. Let's see here. Instagram stories, she said, you know, always save all of them into your highlights, make a category, save each one of them into your highlights. That's not necessarily for you to go back to them, that's for other people to go back to them, especially those ones that have high traffic. That's a good way for you to keep traffic rolling in those posts. Let's see here. She had a lot of really good apps that she uses. One new one that she didn't have in this picture that I'll share with you guys. I'll share a few pictures from the thing that I screenshotted. One of the apps that she used is called Cut Story. It takes a longer video and cuts it into 15-second pieces so that you can post it to Instagram in the 8 squares that you have as an Instagram post. You can post as many as up to 8 of those 15-second clips. That way, if you have a longer video that you've made, you have a place that you can go ahead and put it. Another one she said that she uses a lot is Design Lab. She uses that to do picture overlays. So if you save a cool background, like from Pinterest, then you can overlay photos onto it. You can make your own collage and things like that on there. Another thing that helps with getting your Instagram stories seen frequently is using all the tools that they give you. Use a GIF. Use the little GIFs on your Insta stories, because it sees that the Instagram sees that you're using their tools, and they move you into the algorithms more. Let's see here. Claire Flores, the big thing that she said that stuck with me that I actually wrote down is, in your Instagram, sprinkle, don't spam. Take and put your normal daily stuff into your posts. Sprinkle your products in there on things you already use them for, things that you already do. Don't make them corporate pics, make them your own. If you copy somebody else's post, reword it. Don't directly repost it. Instagram and Facebook, they're all aware of all of that. They're on to us. We can't just keep doing that because they shove you down. It's not really a shadow ban. It's not really a Facebook ban. It's just squashing your algorithm. You get hidden, even from yourself. So let me see here. That was kind of it for the notes that I took. Let me see. I know there's a way that I can bring up these pictures and share them, isn't there?
Sorry, I was trying not to have this background noise when you're talking.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Pictures in here? I don't know if you can share pictures in here.
Well, she can share her screen.
Oh, yeah.
Just click share, the green button on your screen on the Zoom app first, and then it asks you what you want to share, and you can say your screen.
Yeah, I'm into my gallery. Are you guys seeing like everything now?
We can't see anything until you click share. Did you already do that? There we go.
I
Now we're
did.
seeing.
Now we can see something. Yeah, now we can see it.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so this was where she was trying to talk about overlapping and making them cool and using the polls. And she said that, you know, when you're using the polls, to be careful where you're putting the click buttons, because she has people tell her a lot, oh, I accidentally hit it. You know, it was right in the bottom or it was right in the corner and I was just flipping through and oops. So to avoid people saying silly things like that, to go ahead and make sure where you're posting those click buttons.
Can you repeat that?
The click buttons, like for the polls,
Yeah.
she said to be careful not to put them way at the bottom or way up in a corner, because people comment that, oh, I clicked it accidentally. You know, make it in an area where it's very purposeful and you know that they really did want to say, or, you know, to join, to get your interest or whatever.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, let me do that again. Sorry, guys. I'm new to this. Let's see.
That was great. Thank you, Mary.
You bet. I've got a couple of other screenshots that she gave that, you know, if you guys care to click and screenshot them, you're welcome to. I don't know if you're still recording this.
I am.
Okay. And then let me go back. Oop, now I left you guys. There we go. Apparently I have to do this one at a time because I'm not able to just flip right through these. This one you're going to want to screenshot for sure. Let me get it up bigger. There you go. This one on the right hand side are the other apps that she was talking about using. Focus Keeper sets you with 25-minute timers so that you can focus on specific tasks and make sure that you break away from that task and don't find yourself scrolling through, commenting and liking for an hour when you only meant to spend 25 minutes. Pick Tap Go, that one obviously is a photo editor. Let's see, Word Swag, that's, you know, cool lettering. Canva is another one similar to that. Cleaner has to do with followers. I'm not. She said what Rona was, and honestly, I don't remember. Supposedly, they've recorded this, and I'm hoping they're going to post that. When to post is only for Instagram, and it helps you find your high times in your algorithm based on your posts, and tells you the best times for you to post. And it'll actually set a timer and let you know about 15 minutes before the best time for you to post. Which I thought that was kind of interesting that something like that was even available.
That is very cool.
Yeah, and then there's that one. That was, again, the picture overlay. She was just showing one example of how a cool way to use those picture overlays. Silly. It doesn't give me a great way to go back, so I keep having to go back to me. Sorry, guys. There's only one or two more. All right, so this was from Claire. Being able to take your relationships offline. She was talking about geotagging on Instagram. If you go to your search on Instagram and then go to the option on the far right, it's places. And let's say, like, when we were all in Florida for conference, we could have put in Tampa. Searched and found a whole bunch of people in the Tampa area that we thought had really awesome profiles and tagged them to meet us as a meetup, or an OTOM like the one coming up in LA area. Find a bunch of people in the area, find cool Instagrams that look like they'd be really awesome people, offer to give them a free ticket and meet them there. And that was her suggested way to contact them and kind of get the conversation started and the whole bit right there. She said if you can't go and you know people in an area, contact somebody in your upline that you know is going to be in that area. Have them meet that person for you. Okay, that was all I had, guys.
Thank you.
You bet.
These are great tips. All right. Speaking of, are we all going to the Latino launch tour date? Yes.
I am.
I am.
I am.
All right. Jamie, are you going?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Awesome. Did you get your ticket?
No, not yet, but I'm just gonna pay at the door, I think.
All right. It's more at the door.
Okay, I'll probably just get it then.
It's 15 right now. It's going to be more at the door.
Like $20, right? Or is it gonna be like more than that?
You know what? I don't know because it's a
I'll
triple
probably
diamond
just get
Las
it now
Vegas
then.
that did the ticket part and the event thing. 'Cause
Okay.
Triple diamonds and above can do it.
Okay.
So I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll just get it now then.
If
When
you
I
look
go
at the
inside.
event,
Yeah.
if you look at the event link too, it'll tell you how much more it'll be at the door, like the link to buy it.
Oh, there you go. Who's Samsung? Is that Katrina?
That's probably what's her name?
Francesca.
Anali,
Annalie? Oh, okay.
maybe.
I don't know. I tried to see who that was.
You guys want to?
I don't know.
I
There
thought
was somebody else here and then they left.
They left, huh? Okay.
It's probably
Yeah, I think
Annalie.
so.
You guys want to go ahead and plan the party for this week? Now?
Sure. That'd be great.
Oh, maybe it was Francesca because she just popped up in the chat.
Yeah, maybe it was her.
That's fitting.
She said she had to leave due to kiddos.
Okay. All right.
You could probably stop recording, Melissa. It's not too long.